responsibilities change. You become more and more of a manager, you know. You have people working for you. That's what managers do, isn't it? That's what managers do. They work with people. They direct people. They report to you. You give them assignments. You mentor them. You encourage them. But that's what management is. That is exactly what management is. I won't dwell too much then on what kind of jobs are available for people in management, because I only saw a couple of hands go up. All right. How many of you might be interested though in an MBA? All right. Okay. A question very often that students will ask is, should I go for an MBA immediately after getting my undergraduate degree, or do I get some experience first? In the perfect world, it seems to me, what do you think you do in the perfect world? You get experience first, then go get your MBA, or do you go straight on through? You go straight through. Well, that's one argument for it, all right? But in the perfect world, you have no resource needs. You got all the money that you need. You have probably no particular. You don't have a spouse. You don't have family obligations. Money is not a problem for a number of them. If you are completing your bachelor's degree and thinking about going on to a master's degree, got a couple things to think about. In my estimation, you're better off in the ideal world to go and get some experience first. Then you can appreciate and understand better what you're getting in your MBA program. In the real world in which we live, not the perfect world, but the real world in which we live, you're probably thinking, I'm 22, 23 years old, I'm not married yet, I don't have kids yet. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't have some of the familial entanglements and the obligations that I'm going to have in the future. Now is going to be the easy to be getting married, having children, and those kinds of obligations encroach on your time. You might be well advised to go straight through. All right, so it's something that you need to think about. One thing you do need to do if you want to go to a good quality university, you have got to do well on your GMAT examination. Be thinking about it now, for those of you who are thinking about going on for a master's degree. We practically give away here at Governor State. This is not a commercial for it, but maybe it is. We practically give away the GMAT prep program here at Governor State. I think we charge you $300, $350 for it, something like that. And it's probably worth your time. If you go to Keller or any of the other places, they charge $1,500-ish for that program, right about there. And I'm here to tell you, I know the people who teach it. I taught the verbal section of the GMAT prep course for several years. And we do as good a job here as they do at Keller. Right? I sat in on the Keller program to get some pointers on how I might teach it here at Governor State. I think we did it at least as well, for a fraction of the money. Can you prepare for the GMAT examination without going to a prep class? Yes, you can. But it requires that you know yourself. Right? If you think you've got the perseverance, the stick-to-itiveness, the discipline to, in fact, pull that book out on GMAT prep, work the problems, read the answers, know not only why A is the right answer, but why B, C, D, and E are the wrong answers, and if you do that consistently and you're serious about it, you can take and do well on the GMAT examination. But know yourself, all right? Know yourself. If you think, don't fool yourself, if you think that it's going to take the regimen of a class, my advice to you is spend the $300, if for no other reason than to give yourself some deadlines and the like. I was going to say, and I want to just mention it ever so quickly, that for people going into management, most of the jobs that people are preparing for today will not be in existence in about 10 years from now. Most of the jobs that people are getting today were not in existence 20 years ago. Things are changing so rapidly. Even in accounting, you go to school now, you learn what the law is today. we have the United States Congress constantly passing laws. They're elected to pass laws, and by God, they're going to pass laws. All right? So they're constantly changing the tax laws. I happen to be in favor of a flat tax. The accountants probably hate flat taxes. But in any case, the law is constantly changing. You have to keep current with it. You have to be constantly learning. Be prepared for opportunities. And when I say be prepared, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You simply don't know. I'm going to tell you a quick story about myself. All right? I'm a faculty member here at the university a long time ago, 33 years old. All right? And I was assistant vice president, a professor of public administration at the time. And where was I with that story? At any rate, my boss had gone on vacation, all right? And he was the vice president. So I was sent to sit in on the president's cabinet meeting, and I thought just to take minutes, all right? Let my boss know what happened in this meeting while he was gone on vacation. So I'm sitting there diligently taking notes, and a question came up about a particular project that we had to do. Very, very important kind of thing. And we had written something, but it wasn't done very well. So we went around the table, the president sitting at the head of the table, and he said, should we go forward on this report, very, very important report, or should we ask for a year's delay? Went around the table, year's delay, year's delay, year's delay, year's delay. Gets to me, looked at me, I didn't think I was going to be asked, and I had read the report, and my response was just the opposite of everybody else. I said, I think we're better than this report shows, and in fact, it was an accreditation. I said, I think we're better than this accreditation report shows. The problem is in the report, not in the university. We can fix the report. And the president said, I agree. We can fix the report. We should fix it. We got 10 days to fix it. Right? And he looked at me and said, all right, smart guy, fix it. Now, the point of the story, well, I need to go. As a result of that, I caught the president's eye, and within 6 months, I was executive vice president of the university. All right? 33 years old. All right? I'm not saying that to congratulate myself. What I'm saying is it was serendipity. It was happenstance. It was luck. If my boss had not been on vacation that day, I would not have been in that meeting. And I would not have been able to say, I think we should go forward. And the president would not have said to me, all right, smart guy, do it. He didn't use those words, but that was the essence of the message. All right? I would not have caught his attention. Be prepared. It's hard to